Well, today we'll be looking at charges, consequences, and wild moments from around the world. Good morning. Welcome to Black Dragon Biker News, the Black Dragon Biker News Network. One of the first things we're going to have to talk about this morning is someone sent me an email. I did a video on it, and it is causing them consternation and hell in their lives. So we're going to try to fix that this morning, and so that'll be one of the first things I talk about. Then we're going to talk about some wild moments from around the world. Some people have passed away. We're going to mention those folks, and we're going to be covering legal developments, tragic incidents, community involvement, and viral moments from across the global biker scene. Also, we're going to have the founder of the mighty Black Sabbath Motorcycle Club Nation, Paul Perry, on, as today begins the 54th anniversary of the motorcycle club he started, the Black Sabbath Motorcycle Club. Really awesome. A member of the Thug Riders motorcycle club has learned his punishment after admitting to organized crime charges. So we'll find out what his sentence is and, what the mayhem brought in his life. We'll discuss what the sentence means and how cases like this typically unfold. Also today, an Outlaws biker is accused of firing a gun inside of a bar in Bunnell to pop a balloon. Did somebody actually do that? We'll break down what's being alleged and how incidents like this are handled. And in tragic news out of India, a biker reportedly died after being stuck in a mud pit and left shivering for hours. And this is crazy. This could happen to anybody. We'll talk about what's been reported and the risks riders sometimes face in extreme conditions. The UP 200 dog sled race once again highlights the broader side of the biker culture, as you got a motorcycle club that has volunteered or did volunteer to help a local motorcycle to help do this UP 200 dog sled race. Reminds me of my dog sled racing days, which were short-lived. A driver has been jailed for 6 years after killing a biker while overtaking. I believe this was out in the UK, bringing renewed attention to road safety and accountability. And a Japanese female police officer has gone viral demonstrating motorcycle handling basics, showing how fundamentals make a difference. We're doing this from all over the world, man. Don't act like we're not all over the world. We also react to viral footage from around the world that's going on. A Muslim woman revealed what's under the traditional flowing garments in a biker-related post. And two men attempting to rob a biker in Brazil. They effed around and found out. Yes. Woo! Yeah. I've been watching these Brazil things and just for a couple of years now, and it is just terrifying to ride a motorcycle there. I wanted to go to Brazil, rent a motorcycle, and ride. I'm afraid two guys are going to pull up and point a gun at me. They don't do that in Georgia around here. Two guys pulling up and pointing a gun at you will get fired on quick, fast, and in a hurry. But anyway, that's what's going on there. An older rider shows us how to take off smoothly on a Yamaha. Wait till you see this, man. This was what was it? Instagram video I saw where this guy just, man, when you see it, you're not even I'm not even going to ruin it for you. Join me, Lavish T. Williams, Logic, and our guest host, the father of the mighty Black Sabbath Motorcycle Club Nation this morning, as we break it all down and talk it through. We'll be back in 1 minute and 7 seconds after this brief introduction that was created for me by one of you guys, my loyal viewers and fans that I've had for years. Biker News Worldwide today. Biker News Worldwide.
Black Dragon Biker News. He's on YouTube. Black Dragon Biker News. Get yourself educated by his books and you'll learn how to move. Black Dragon Biker News. He covers it all. So click on the screen, hit subscribe and get updated Biker News with MC Protocol. A lot of phonies popped up when this YouTube Biker News craze came about, but the man on this channel is the first to do it and the only one that never sold out. His name is Black Dragon. Started in the Navy and hit the sea, revving Uncle Sam. They traded that uniform Form 4, they're the best from the mighty Black Sabbath. Not the band, I'm talking about the mighty Black Sabbath. MC, we're paid his dues and he earned his stripes. From prospect all the way up to national peace. All the copycat creators and the content stealers and haters. There have been many, but there's only one legend in life. Like Michael with the cowboy hat that knows kung fu and says get skinny. Black Dragon Biker News, he's on YouTube. Black Dragon Biker News, just self-educated by his books and you learn how to move. Black Dragon Biker News, he covers it all. So click on the screen, hit subscribe and get updated biker news with MC Protocol.
I met on the channel.
Well, alrighty then. Oh man, it's your boy Black Dragon. Welcome to Black Dragon Biker TV. It's the Black Dragon Biker News Network. Biker news you can trust. And as always, I'd like to thank you all for tuning in from wherever it is in the world that you happen to be. Please allow me to introduce my co-host. First of all, the amazing District 2 Police Commissioner and soon-to-be Director of Funeral Services, your man, the wonderful Lavish T. Williams. What's up, man?
What up, man? What up? What's up, man?
It's good to see you, man. It's good to see you as always. Glad you're on this side of the dirt net. And as we are the only motorcycle club and MC Protocol channel in the entire world to have our very own Dr. Logic in the house. What's up, Doctor?
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, guys.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Man, today is the 54th anniversary of the Black Sabbath Motorcycle Club, which is really cool. And so we have the father on again. So let me please introduce the father of the Black Sabbath Nation, Mr. Paul Pep Perry.
Good morning, guys.
What's happening? What's happening?
Man, life is a bowl of cherries, man. Sunshine and good weather.
Yeah. Well, for you, that is good weather. Hey, we're not doing too bad. It's 25 degrees out there today.
Hell no.
Well, that ain't too bad. It's not 25 below.
Yeah, that ain't too bad.
You okay this morning, preacher?
Yeah, I'm good.
You feeling good?
I'm good.
Okay.
It's probably my little acid reflux.
I just prefer if you go to the doctor and
No, I'm not going to. No,
checked out. Same thing you told me. So,
well, you were looking pale. I'm not looking pale. I just got gas.
yeah. Okay. All right. It's the heart, bro. So whenever it's the heart, we be wondering. But okay, you took some antacid and you feel good. That's good. Amen.
I didn't take it today. No, you don't.
Took it yesterday. All right. A couple things. First of all,
yeah.
I'm
sorry.
Yeah.
I had to speak to. We spoke to Pep, the real OG, but there's a OG from my hood on, and I saw that name, and I'm like, is that who I think it is? My boy B Branch. We call him B Branch, and he's on here. What's going on, my brother? I haven't seen him in a long time. So yeah, all right, I'm good. I just had to recognize him. I saw his name down there.
Okay, what's up, brother? Thank you for being on the show, B Branch. Is that who it is? B Branch?
Yeah, his name is Brian Branch.
Okay,
Call him B Branch. Yeah.
What's up, man? Good. Thank you for being on the show. So a couple things. First of all, we had a guy send me an email the other day, and we did a show on the email. And okay, let me tell you guys something. And I'm going to do a video that I play every day. As an independent journalist, there's only a couple ways that I get stories. One is I take them off the internet. So I really only report stuff that's already been reported worldwide. I don't particularly break stories. That's not something that I do a whole lot of. I break stories when when I get stuff the second way. And that's when people send me stuff with receipts. When they send me stuff with receipts, that's another way I break a story. Or that is one of the few ways that I will actually break a story. And the third way that I'll break a story is if it's something I've seen or participate in, or I'm invited to participate in. Like, for instance, the peace between the Black 1% motorcycle clubs. This was something that I was invited to cover, and the nationals and stuff have made their people available for me to interview, and have given the okay. When it comes to motorcycle club people, I typically will get the approval of their nationals, so I don't put them into trouble and issues by interviewing people that do not have the permission to speak. I've been in a motorcycle club, and I know how much trouble that can cause. The third way is when somebody sends me something, and they'll send it to me one of two ways. Either they'll send it to me anonymously, well, they'll say, I don't want my name mentioned. And if that happens, I will not reveal that source. That's part of the professionalism. Hollywood from Insane Throttle started a news bureau of us all at the time. There was Danny D'Lo and all these other creators, including Mike Ball and others. And we were all doing biker news and stuff at a time. And he created a professional organization that we all joined, where we had some news rules, let us say. And what we did was we mimicked the rules of the majors, so we don't reveal sources and stuff like that. But and then we have the folks that send us stuff that absolutely want to be revealed. That's right, I said it, and I want everybody to know I said it. And we have those people too. So if you send me a story, if you send that story to me in email, and you do not say, I don't want my name mentioned, how in the hell will I know that? I can't know that you don't want your name mentioned if you don't tell me. And most people will tell me, hey, I don't want my name mentioned, like 99%. This happens. 1%ers call me. They call me about their cases. I'm in a case right now, and this is happening to me. But you can't say anything about it. Well, why are you telling me? I just wanted you to know. Okay. So that's information I can't do anything with. Or I have to figure out a way to cover it and not mention them, and it can be very difficult. Sometimes guys call me about their trials and say, I want you to know this about the trial. Go look it up. You can find it. Or they'll say, I'm going to tell you about all of this after my trial date's over and I get my punishment, or I'm exonerated. And then I'll give you the exclusive on it. But I'll have that information like a year or 6 months before. Sometimes people will leak videos and stuff to me. All this stuff is going on, and I have to figure out a way to categorize it and keep it from harming people that are not like, yeah, I want to let everybody know I did it. Then I got these other folks that will call and they send stuff, and it's just complete BS. And that's why we have to have receipts. In this case, this guy, Joseph Runyons, sent me something, and I did a video on it, and it appears that this is screwing up his life a little bit. And first of all, he did not say this. He's not in a club or anything. And I thought that was a lot of the stuff I was reading the other day. I was like, man, this guy must never have been in a club. But this is not him. He didn't say this. He was just forwarding me some information that he found on a website. And so if you're calling him, stop effing calling the man. If you're threatening him, stop doing it. He's an old man. Give me a freaking break, man, out there. If you don't like the story, call me. My phone number is up there. Call me. Yeah, if you want the story changed or altered or taken down, whatever your issue is, call me. I got the shoulders. Call me. Stop. Don't mess with this guy, this old guy. Give me a effing break. What the hell's wrong with you people out there? Everybody's so goddamn tough. And so I'm gonna try to figure out a way to maybe edit the story or something, the video, so that uh, I can get his name out of it or something. This is ridiculous. But I went back, looked at it, and this is actually a story that was on a website. All of this stuff, and the story I was particularly talking about was the whole buy-in fee thing that people have been talking about Harley Gwendon. And the funny thing about it is there are so many people that are out to get Harley Gwendon and that club, Satan's Choice. There are so many people that you could actually go and face down if you wanted to. There are so many people that you could go and face down. Go face down the tough guys that are willing to get with you. Go face them down. Leave everybody else the hell alone. This is not a life. And I've lived that. I know that feeling. I know what that's like. And the reason that I thought that he said it was because of the way that the email ends. It had his name here. I didn't realize that was just a signature. But the people that wrote this were not him. He didn't write this. He's not in a motorcycle club. He doesn't know motorcycle club protocol or any of that. He was just a guy that was sending me this thing he saw on the internet. Yes, sir.
So I'm glad you did that very last part. So this individual saw this information on the internet, sent it to you, but didn't give you the, hey, I didn't write this, I saw this.
Yeah. And we can't expect everyone to know. We can't. So what we have to do to be responsible.
I want to protect my name. And I send you something.
Well, he said,
hey, bro, look what I found on the internet. Hey, bro, look what I'm not just gonna just send you I'm not trying to drill it more into whatever happened to him after we did the show yesterday. But if you're gonna send something, at least give the context of what you're sending. Hey man, I found this. Hey, have you seen this?
Everybody does that, but this one guy didn't. So when I was in the Navy and you were in the Air Force, when I was in the Navy, they used to have lessons learned. And they would try to sailor-proof stuff. And they would say, okay, like for me, I can remember we used to sit on the nuclear weapon and we would play cards. And one day an admiral came down to the torpedo room and everybody was playing cards. And he sees these guys sitting on top of the nuclear warheads, straddling them like, riding it like a horse. And so the next day the Navy comes out with this thing like, hey, idiots, do not put your nuts on top of a nuclear warhead. You got all this nuclear radiation going up into your nutsack. Give me a break. Don't be stupid. Sailors are stupid. So what they did was,
I ain't heard that since the 90s, man.
What's that? Nutsack?
Yeah.
Well, that's when that happened, right? So I have to figure out a way to sailor-proof this. And what I'm going to do is create a little video that we play like a commercial that says, if you send us something and you want to be anonymous, then make sure that you say, keep my name out of this. Most people do it out of habit, but not everybody knows. So hopefully we can take a sailor-proof kind of attitude towards making it safe for everyone that's sending stuff. Because nothing is scarier in the entire freaking world than to have, and I've been there. I've been doing biker news. I can remember when I first started, I've been surrounded and all that kind of stuff. It's scary as hell. What's up, Mike Ball? Love you, man. So anyway, I wanted to put that out first of all. The second thing I wanted to say before we get started is they, unfortunately, as we talked about, there have been some unfortunate deaths that have happened in the Thunder Guards Nation. They've lost quite a large amount of brothers lately, and even one brother is too many. But they've lost some brothers lately, too many brothers, and one brother that they lost yesterday, day before yesterday, to suicide. Fire of the Aberdeen chapter has passed. I believe his name is Fire, 1%er, and out of respect for the family, attendance at his homegoing service will be limited. So please keep his family, the Aberdeen chapter, and the nation in your prayers. All are welcome to the repast rather than the funeral. So the family, and we see this with families. Now, a lot of times the families might not like the MC or might not understand it, the MC, so they don't necessarily understand our love and how we want to be there. But the funeral is for the family. So everybody's invited to the repast. So that's where you should go. And it looks like they're also going to have a balloon release for him today at 7 p.m. They want black and red balloons. This is going to be at the L House, 2812 Egypt Road, Audubon, Pennsylvania. I hope I said that right. I'm not from there, so I might not have said it right. So this will be a balloon release there. That's going to be going on. So I wanted to get that out first thing. Anyway, welcome everybody. Welcome to the show. Father of the Black Sabbath Nation. Damn.
Yes, sir.
Club is 54 years old today.
5'4", man. Let me tell you, if I'd have known this from the beginning, I just feel proud because we had so many negatives. You're not going to make it. You're not going. Look, I heard that 54 years of we're not going to make it. Okay, and we still here.
Wow.
For all of them haters that hated us in the beginning, nanny, boo boo. Okay.
In the words of the immortal George Clark, nanny, boo boo.
And still kicking. Okay.
So tell us a little bit about how you started. I know you told this story 1,000 times, but how did it get started as a motorcycle club? What made you guys go that direction? Because didn't you guys all have vans at first?
Yeah, we was all van and we was called the Wild Bunch in the beginning because we was going to the house parties and drinking up all the little liquors. It might have been about 5 or 6 of us that we were doing the house parties back then, and we all had vans. Except I had an RV. They all had vans. I had an RV back in '73. So, like we just started hanging with each other because most of us worked together, or we worked for the same company. Might have been about 6 of us that worked for the same company, but in different districts. But we worked for the same guy, same employee. And like we used to meet up at the liquor store after work and and hang out at the liquor store. And all of a sudden, I got this wild hair up my butt, and I got a friend of mine offered me a motorcycle. He was getting ready to get rid of his motorcycle. It was a 305 Scrambler. So I ended up buying the bike from him because he was running through hard times and he needed some money. And he was a friend of mine, so I gave him the money for the motorcycle. And then once I got the motorcycle to the house, I started practicing. I hadn't told nobody I had bought the bike. And so like all of a sudden I started coming up missing from the liquor store. And so at this particular time, they would come by my house and they caught me riding the motorcycle. And then that started the whole thing, Everybody wanted to learn how to ride. Nobody really knew how to ride back then. And we practiced on my bike, like every evening they'd meet at my house and let me ride. And at that particular time, they hadn't built the 805 freeway, and the streets behind my house was was vacant with no houses on it, you know, just the street. So it was like perfect for riding. And man, we started riding, and then next thing I know, uh, let me see, I think Coochie got a bike, and then Stretch got a bike, and then Hubbard got a bike, and man, and then it was all on then from that point, you know, and then we said let's form us a club, you know. That was maybe one club before we were there, which was the Cobras. And we started meeting at the Ocean View Park, and we said we're going to make our own club, you know. And us guys from that was practicing riding my bike, you know, we would meet at the park, and we at the bench, and we said, well, we're going to make us our own club, you know. And it came out that we didn't know what we was going to name ourselves, and it just started from that point. And then it came to the point where we were like 7 black guys that rode on Sunday. So we came up with the name Black Sabbath because we rode on Sunday. We were all black at that particular time, and we rode on Sunday. That's where the name came from. We didn't know anything about the group Black Sabbath. They wasn't even around, and well, they might have been around in the 70s, but they wasn't in the States. You know, we didn't know nothing about them.
Mm-hmm.
If we had it, we probably would not have picked that name. But
Right.
At that particular time, it was fine for us because it suited us. We were 7 black guys that rode on Sundays. And then from that point, we went from the park to each other's houses. And, you know, at that particular time, most of the guys were married. I was going through a divorce at that particular time, so I was like the single guy. And we would meet at each other's houses and, you know, at the garage. And then it got to the point where the wives said, you guys got to get the hell up out of here. No more wolf whistling at the women and cussing and carrying on. And we decided we need our own place. We ain't gonna let nobody tell us what the hell to do. And we went to looking for our own place, and we lucked out and we found a real bar, which was the Villa Inn at that particular time. And we lucked out to get this bar, a real bar. I mean, it had the longest liquor bar in the town. You know, it ran from the front door all the way to the back door. That was just how long the bar was.
It was a city block long.
It was pretty close, half a block at least. And, you know, and we ended up getting into the building, you know, because the wives had told us we can't be hanging out at our garages and stuff. And that started it. Once we opened that door, man, let me tell you, it was like the wild, wild west, okay?
So did you add those 2 walls in there? What did it go all the way, the bar, did it go all the way to the back of the building and like stop at the bathroom?
It stopped right there before the pool room.
Okay. Yeah.
And from the front door to the pool room.
And now it's no longer there. They've chopped it up even more now. So
they hacked it down to like a kitchen table almost.
Right. So thank you for being on our show today and guest hosting with us. Let us get to the news stories.
Okay.
Lavish and Logic, do you guys have anything to say before we start with the news?
No, man. You know, kudos to be around long enough to see your club grow and be as old as it is. I'm lucky and fortunate enough to still have the founder of our club still around, you know, to share stories as well.
Well, you got to bring him on sometime, man. So here we go. Suspected outlaw biker accused of firing a gun to pop a balloon in Bunnell. Richard William Graham, 73 years old, of Daytona Beach, was charged with shooting into an occupied building, a felony and other charges, police said. A suspected Outlaws motorcycle, we like to say club member, decided to pop a balloon at the Bimini bar in Bunnell, police said. The problem, police said, he used his gun to pop this balloon. Richard William Graham, 73 of Daytona Beach, was charged with shooting into an occupied building, a felony, and exhibiting a firearm in a careless manner and discharging a firearm in a drinking establishment, public occupied premise. Both misdemeanors, according to a press release from Bunnell Chief David Brannon. So, hey, man, that was crazy. Like, what if you're sitting in a bar and somebody starts shooting, man? I think I want to pop that balloon. Pop. That's hard to believe, man. That's crazy. But I don't know, alcohol and liquor. Here is another crazy darn story. Here we are over in India. Now there are like 3 or 4 renditions of the story. Is this where he fell in the mud, or is this where he fell in the mud? The story is that a 25-year-old welder named a name I can't say, but I can say the last name, Kumar, fell off his bike into a deep roadside pit filled with mud. The area had no streetlights, so nobody could see him. He was trapped there all night long until farmers found him about 12 hours later. There he was freezing and shivering all night, and he was taken to a hospital but passed away during his treatment. So everybody in the comments is pretty mad that he died like that. One guy said Indians and Pakistanis are fighting each other, and it's the government that they're both dying because of our governments. Here is another take of the same story, but in this situation, it seems like the pit is like way bigger. Is this the same story? Like the pit is huge in this story. Like, so I don't know what the pit was, but they show a motorcycle being pulled out of this pit, and the pit is like huge deep. So either this has happened twice, or it's the same story circulating with different pictures, but this poor guy is down in a pit too. I think I read that this happened in Pakistan a week earlier and then in India a week later, so maybe this is the second story, but we know 1 to 2 people have died in pits on motorcycles there in India and Pakistan, and that kind of stuff can happen to anybody, bro. That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. I don't know, Preacher. What do you think, man?
What was it? A motorcycle he fell off of, or a bicycle?
It was a motorcycle, both of them.
It's horrible. I'm like, you can't move, you can't get out, and you're there all night long. You probably was screaming all night long.
That's it. You know what? That's what they said in the story. The reason I don't have the story up is because YouTube came on, or rather Google came on and warned me that it was a phishing site, so I had to take it down. But it said, I'm glad you said that, because it said the mud was like quicksand, so it was deep enough that he sank in it and couldn't get out. And they said he was screaming all night, just like you said. And they said there was nothing that could be done for him.
What injuries? I mean, besides hypothermia, they said he passed because of his injuries. I mean, did he break? They didn't say he broke anything, or
they said he passed away while being treated at the hospital, and they didn't say what his injuries were. Yeah. Horrifying. Yeah, we don't think about that. Like, we always have our phones and stuff. We don't think about the worst that can happen. But I fell into.
I saw a video where it was a motorcycle, and I doubt this is in the States, but the road opened up, and the guy, it's like a sinkhole, and the guy fell in the sinkhole. And I'm like, oh my gosh. I mean, like, what do you do? And then I kept reading. He passed away because they couldn't get to him. They said he wasn't, because when it opened up, he fell down, but it was still opening in mud and rocks and everything was falling down. He was like 30, 40 feet underground.
You mean in Florida, right?
I can't remember where it was.
I think that was in Florida, and he was in his bed. And the house fell.
No. This is a motorcycle riding down the street.
Oh my goodness!
And the street opened up, sinkhole opened up, and him and the bike went down into it. And I'm like, And you're thinking like, okay, what in the world would I do? Well, there's nothing you can do. The road opens up under you.
There's nothing you can do. And then, well, the one I remember in Florida where the guy, he was in a bed and the floor opened up and he fell down in it and his brother was trying to get him out and he just went down, 25, 30 feet. And then they never saw him again. They still don't have his body to this day. So, wow. Okay, our next story here. This guy here, let's just go ahead and do this. Is this it? Do I have the right story? Here it is. This is it. Now playing above. Okay, this is it. All right. I didn't have the right story. Here we go. Action. We got to get some sound turned on. Here we go. Okay, action.
New at 11 today, a man learned how long he will stay behind bars for his actions as a member of a violent motorcycle gang. Today, a judge sentenced Cody Hughes to 18 months in prison after he admitted to conspiracy to commit a violent crime and aiding and racketeering. Hughes is one of 14 members of the Thug Riders motorcycle gang. Investigators arrested the group as part of an organized crime investigation. At least 5 are now serving prison sentences.
Investigators.
So we now know that his punishment for all of that stuff in Ohio, this has taken like a couple of years to all unfold. But first of all, he gets to be labeled as a violent motorcycle club gang member. And he's known as Tater. And unfortunately, he has received 18 months in prison for all of that stuff those guys did out there in Ohio. So, hey.
You know what? I can understand now. You know the biggest joke, Lavish, the Pep too, the biggest joke when bikers, especially men, be talking about there's bikers out there that got their motorcycles in their girlfriend name or somebody else's name. And we laugh and we joke at them and say, get your own bike. But can you imagine if your bike wasn't in your name and you were involved in some of this illegal activity? They can't take your bike because you don't have one.
You said they can't take it because you don't have one.
Yeah, you don't have one.
It's in her name.
Where's the bike name? My bike, that's her bike.
Well, you know what? It's funny because I don't know. I just heard. This is just what I heard. I don't know. But you got guys back a long time ago, will go and put their vehicles in, someone else's name, or they would definitely make sure they put a lien on it. They have, companies at this particular time have a lien on it. And what would happen when they used to seize their vehicle, a forfeit the vehicle, the lien holder will go pick up the vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
And then give it, because it's a lien holder, and then give it, right back. So then the police will sit back and be like, pretty much dumbfounded because, the fellas is back out here with their cars. I don't know about it. I just heard about it.
Yeah, Lavish is the guy that sent the paperwork in without giving the.
I
don't know nothing about it, but I'm just letting you know, right?
You know something, man? It is so damn hard to get a car towed. I tried to get a car towed off of the property here, and they was talking all kind of noise, like you don't have no signs up, there's no warnings.
It's in his son's name.
Own nothing, control everything, says Muzzleplug.
See? Well, we came to seize all your assets.
No, because they have, the world has it all, and I guess it depends on the game that you play, right? Because everybody, they teach you grow up, get stuff, own stuff, have it all in your name, right? But then when you get ready to do all that and you do all that stuff, then the game changes around because your income is totally different. And then they say, hey, don't put stuff in your name. Don't own anything. You know what I'm saying?
You're in a trust, and you just become the executor of the trust, and
or whatever you got. Even if you own stuff, rent it out. You're renting, and different tax purposes and reasons and backgrounds, and it's something, man. Corporate America, the game of business is more gangster than the street game. I tell you that, man.
I don't know nothing about street stuff.
Me either. I'm just saying from what I've
don't
seen
know.
on television.
I never heard. And Brian, if you still on there, neither do you. So we don't know nothing about the street. We were good kids. We was good.
That is most true, man. I find guys that were out in the street though figure out that business game real fast when they get into business. Over here in Europe, over there, this is reported by the BBC. This woman right here caused the death of a motorcyclist when she made a catastrophic error in attempting to overtake a farm vehicle. She has now been jailed. I think she got 6 years. She killed Jeffrey Scott, 66, after his Ducati was struck by a Vauxhall Corsa. What in the hell kind of car is that? Anyway, this Vauxhall Corsa, driven by Danielle Barrett on Langrick Road near Coningsby, Lincolnshire, in July of 2023. This was 3 years ago. It took 3 years for this all to unfold. Barrett, 28 of Stedman Court, Horncastle, had denied the charge of causing death by dangerous driving, but she was found guilty following a trial at Lincoln Crown Court in December. On Thursday, she was sentenced to 6 years and banned from driving for 7.5 years. We need these kind of laws over here. The court heard Barrett had been driving south on B 1192 at no more than 25 miles an hour, which is 40 kilometers an hour, when she pulled out to pass a slow-moving crop sprayer just before a bend. So a bend in the road is like a curve. Chris, huh?
It is?
Yeah. For people that don't really.
I'm just playing with you, bro. Go ahead.
I just be trying.
Just playing with you. It's Friday, Doc.
Man, I'm getting married tomorrow. Don't do this to me. Chris J. as prosecuting.
Hold on. That's why everybody keep on saying that. You getting married tomorrow?
Yeah, he gets married tomorrow.
Yeah.
And I'm late. Where I've been at?
You left yesterday. He announced it yesterday.
Oh, we didn't do a podcast. Oh, yesterday y'all did a podcast on that.
We just did a podcast.
Well, no, Lavish. I didn't know until he said it yesterday.
Yeah, because I'm sitting there, I'm looking at all of the comments. It's going over my head because I'm like, okay, yeah, he said that before, but now it's all making sense on why they're saying that.
So Tia wants to be married on Valentine's Day, which is the party of the Black Sabbath Nation, and I was like, baby, I don't want to get married on
Black
Dragon. You wasn't going to the party anyway, right. So what difference do it make?
Black Dragon. I hope to go to the party again, huh?
Black Dragon.
What?
And I did, I was listening when you and Pep was talking, and Pep said, "You get married." And you're like, "But that's the Black Dragon." I told her. Look, let me tell you, bro. You put your wife before any party. I don't care if you miss it.
We have been going to the.
I
don't cut Pastor off.
I don't.
Do you know how many of my brothers have gotten in trouble over the years because of the Black Sabbath?
Hold on, don't cut the pastor off.
How many times happened to you, sir?
Black Dragon.
What?
Tia comes before everything.
Amen.
I heard Pep when he said, "You getting married? You couldn't go. You ain't going. You getting married." I heard him.
You heard the father tell me.
I told her. You ain't tell her nothing. She want to get married on Valentine's Day. Your anniversary's on Valentine's Day. If that party is going on, oh well.
I ain't got no church music, but preach. I ain't got an organ playing, but preach.
My brothers. And I'm gonna tell you one more thing, and we're gonna keep going. I had a guy I worked with, and he was hanging out with us, and his wife called him and to go home. And his boy said, "Man, you gonna let that girl tell you to come home?" And he said he told her, "I'm gonna hang out a little bit longer." I grabbed him, pulled him aside. I said, "Look at those dudes." He said, "Yeah." I said, "You sleeping with any of those dudes?" He said, "No." I said, "Dude, go home."
Amen.
And that's
go home.
Shoot.
All right. Somebody
Make
said,
sure you get your blue chews on and your other things that you need, man. It's just gonna be a long night tomorrow.
Big luck.
Don't disappoint that woman tomorrow night.
Right.
Stand strong, man. Stand strong.
Big Lock Joker said, "Congratulations, Tia. You did what no woman has done. You got him to make the deal." So, hey. She is the bomb. I'll be getting married tomorrow. Somebody said, why are you not going to be out there? I'll be getting married tomorrow. Anyway, back to our story. We can't never finish the story. The court heard Barrett had been driving on there. Chris J.S. prosecuting said Barrett's driving was aggravated by her previous motoring convictions. Oh, she's been bad for a while, which included points for speeding and for driving without insurance on 2 separate occasions. How are you going to tie driving without insurance to somebody? That can happen. She also received 6 points for using a mobile phone in August. Oh, this is a bad person. Barrett's defense team said she admitted driving carelessly, but had made a catastrophic error in attempting to overtake the vehicle. Hell, she was only doing 25. Oh, my God. They're putting her in jail for 6 years. She was not in a hurry on the day of the collision, remained at the scene, and had not taken drink or drugs, the court heard. She did everything right. Passing sentence Judge Jolyn Knight told Barrett, you didn't see him until it was too late, adding she had only needed to wait for a few minutes to make sure the road was clear. She did pass on a bend. The judge said it's also beggars belief Barrett had been convicted of a further driving offense since the collision. Oh, my goodness. She got in another wreck while she was waiting for this? In a victim impact statement, Scott's wife, Bev, said our whole future was destroyed in just a second. She described her husband of more than 40 years as a popular leader and spoke of the pain of having to face trial. The court heard Scott, who played rugby and football and held the 100-meter record at North Kesteven School for more than 30 years, was the perfect brother who was always there for his family. So, yeah, she's going to pay for that 6 years of her life, unfortunately, for that.
Hey, I want to announce. Sprite was talking about when we was talking about the guy falling in the hole. She says, we talking about we have phones. She said you might want to get a smartwatch because when you fall, and smartwatches have these things that you can, detect. It can detect when you fall off a bike or things of that nature. So
that happened to me. My smartwatch said I fell, but I hadn't fallen. But it was like, we detected that you have fallen. And then when I actually did fall, it didn't detect that. But it is there. It does kind of work. What I have for the father is Life 360. I know where this man is at all times.
I have that too. Mm-hmm.
At all times, I know where he is. And I will call his family up in a heartbeat. I can't get a hold of the father. They're tired of me right now. Yeah, when I call his daughter now, she just says, "Oh, hold on, I'll find him." They don't even ask no more. Motogado said, "LifeLock 360 does the same thing on your cell phone." Yeah.
If that phone falls, it's gonna alert. That's how I found out when one of our members was sitting too long. It alerted me. Let me ask you a question. Because something back with that last story, I'm gonna ask all of you. So especially Pep. So says she was going around a curve, a bend, going around a sprayer, right?
Mm-hmm.
A crop sprayer or something like that. My question is, have y'all ever rolled through the country and the plane crop sprayer comes down and you breathe in that crap? I thought I was gonna die. That happened to me up in, I don't know if I was up in Minnesota. I don't know where I was doing my Midwest turn, and I saw the crop plane going down. The highway slowed down. I'm sitting, oh wow, he's going over the crop, and we get up. And since we're going so slow, I opened up my helmet and the wind changed. And that stuff came across the highway. Pep, I thought I was going to die.
You're lucky you didn't.
I said, I'm poisoned. God, dog.
I'm poisoned.
No doubt he was poisoned. You couldn't get that shield down fast enough, right?
I've seen it many times, but
It broke. It literally, I got the video too. It's funny, but the shield was broke, and I'm like, and we pulled over. I had another helmet. I said, "Oh my gosh!"
The spray broke the shield.
No, me trying to put that sucker back on. It just how they come down to screw. I broke the screw, so it just
snapped them.
Yeah, I snapped it.
Dang, that's crazy. But what Sprite was trying to point out is that if you have one of these smartwatches and you fall off the phone, there's two kinds. There's one that is its own phone, and there's one that's connected to your phone by Bluetooth. Either way, you can actually dial the phone number from your phone and use your. That was her point, that you can actually make the phone call from your phone that's on your arm. So that was her point. You can, if you were in that hole, you could just throw your arm up, and these are pretty much waterproof, and you could like wipe the mud off of it and maybe make a phone call. So yeah, she's right about that. Somebody says, Motor Goddess says, Black Dragon, I know the what you're about to show, the Japanese motorcycle police competition. The Japanese motorcycle examination puts our requirements to shame. Over there, you must be beyond a basic rider, I guess, just to get a license. Check this lady out, man. Now, I like to think I can ride a motorcycle, but I just don't think I can do all this. This is the real deal here. Like, do you think you can ride? Do you ride this well, Logic?
Oh, no, not at all. I want to take those courses. Those are police courses.
Do you see that? Dang.
I've been to drop my bike. I ain't lying. I've been
riding my whole life. I know I can't ride like that. There's this one guy.
Trust the bike. When I was learning how to ride and reading everything, I got a lot of say. You think to be able to be that good, you got to trust the bike. Know your bike.
And she weighs 120 pounds max.
So your bike always wants to stand up.
Easy, man.
No.
I got caught out. Actually, I was talking one of the guys that ride. He's a motorman, and he got his wings. And you got to be around certain people to kind of know who's who. Mm-hmm. And he was on his personal bike one day, and he was doing all kinds of stuff, and people was looking at him. And I said, "Dude, a motorman," and they was like, "What? What is that?" I said, "Yeah, he a motorman. He got some wings. He ain't he ain't like us. He got some training behind him." And they was like, "No, man, he just out here trying to show off on his bike, because he pulled up on the curb, but he moved his bike and turned around without putting his feet on the ground." Like, no, he's showing off. The dude, he not just a guy to just ride like that. He's a motorman. Find out I was right, because I just know what I know. And I've seen that. So after we developed a relationship, years go by, now we to the point where we talk trash to each other, we call each other out, all this. So he said, "Hey, man, if you think you can ride so-and-so, go down to the river. We got a river walk." And he said, "I want you to go ride down there, let the police know that I sent you, and tell them that you want to go ride down here and do a figure 8 around the flower pots." I said, "A figure 8 around the flower pots? That ain't nothing." I went down there. I walked. I let them know, "Hey, man, I'm down here, man. I'm about to ride my bike up on the sidewalk over here because I'm about to do this figure 8. He said, "Oh, man." He said the guy's name. "He must have sent you down here." And I said, yeah. And he said, "Hey, man, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it, man. Because you're gonna drop your bike, man. Don't do it." So I walked down there. I looked. I said, "Yeah, I ain't about to do this, man. You're not about to set me up for failure." So I had communicated with one of my other guys that got wings, and he says, "No, right there, and you can do that. You gotta have you got hell of a skills and everything like that." But what he didn't tell you is how many times did he drop his bike before he did it. And listening to them, the training that they get to do that kind of stuff, it is not as easy as we might think it is or say it. But like, "Oh yeah, we can do that." It's really very challenging, especially when you got a custom bike. That stuff is already hard enough on a stock bike. You're talking about a bike that got handlebars, a bigger wheel, and almost impossible.
Yeah.
There's a guy out here on YouTube. I used to follow him. Well, I follow him. I still see his videos every now and then, but he trains people for that. He literally train you how to ride your bike. I mean, how to stand still, how to stop coming down the driveway, stop, look both ways, and then go. I'm like, nah, I'd be on the ground.
Yeah.
I said, but he trained. He used to be a police officer. Now he's civilian, and he trains people on how to do stuff like that. Hey,
now with certain stuff that I do just because of being around certain people that I do with that whole break-in, short break, and not put my feet down, turn a certain way, short break. It's certain things that I do, and I think it's kind of dope. But those cones, man, I love to be able to roll through there, man. You got some guys that do it with a little bit of speed.
Yeah, I've seen him take the bike down to the pegs and roll back up on it. It's kind of crazy. Here we have an old guy. You're not expecting this. This was funny to me. I wasn't expecting this from this guy. Check this out. Oh, hold on. Let me restart it. This was funny. Ain't that how you ride, Pep? Pep rides. Pep rides a Hayabusa to this day. 78 years old. Is that how you ride, sir? Is this you, Father?
Maybe 20 years ago. I ain't trying to do that now.
But y'all missing. That's a scooter.
Was that a scooter?
That's a scooter.
I didn't realize that.
He's doing that on the
Mitsubishi. That's a Mitsubishi.
Man, look at that,
Yamaha.
That's a scooter, man.
That is. Do you see the logo right there on the fender?
It's got some big. It's got big wheels on it, so it's bigger than a scooter.
Yeah,
look at that front wheel. Look at that front wheel.
Moped, man.
Look at that front wheel.
Hit play and try to pause.
Hit that. Look at that front wheel, man. That is not a skinny front wheel. That's a big front wheel, man.
Oh, go up some more. That's a scooter. Look.
Yeah, look at the running boards. Yeah,
that's a scooter.
But isn't that a Mitsubishi logo right there?
No, that's Yamaha. That's a Yamaha
logo.
Yeah.
Yamaha used to make a RAS back when I was young. When I was a young fella, they had a Yamaha RAS.
I think this is
that's a scooter.
This might be a scooter.
Yeah, I can see that space in the front. That is a scooter. Huh?
Wow,
bro. Yo.
He must have had that motor built or something.
Yes.
Yeah, he had to do something to that because that thing is moving. It ain't like a Birdman 650.
Yeah.
It ain't like the Elite.
That thing is out of there, man. Holy moly. Okay. Here's one of my favorites. You guys ever be watching that stuff in Brazil where these guys always be like taking their motorcycles and stuff?
Bike jacking.
The bike jacking in Brazil, like it's really bad. Motogato said it's an X-Max. Roller Watch says that's a scooter. Inbrader Podcast says them wheels are small. Oh, by the way, we got a beautiful salute to us this morning. Yannick Bonner said, "Good morning, Kings."
Whose Facebook page is she on?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
She on yours or Logic's?
I'm not sure.
I'm gonna have to investigate.
He's not on mine.
I'm going to have to go investigate real quick.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, my investigation days are over. They're over. Speaking of which, now that you mentioned it, I captured this one for you. This was just for you. I saw this morning. I thought about you. You're a Muslim girl and you can't show your body to anyone but your husband. She saw that, this girl, and her forehead crinkled, and she said, "Not me." Look at that, her forehead crinkles. And she's like, "No, you can see me." I said, Lavish is going to love this one.
Ooh, yeah.
This one was for you, Lav.
Man, she's looking very scrumptious.
So you always wondered what was behind them flowing garbs like that. There you go, bro. There you go. There you go. If you ever wondered, there it is for you. Anyway, this one, that was for you. That was not for me. Okay, here we go. This poor bastard here is getting ready to get his motorcycle taken or not. Whoa, what happened to it? Oh, man.
Shoot, dog.
It took it from me. I hate that.
Dang.
What?
See, that's why you can't split lanes. That's why I'll never split lanes right there.
Oh, this is a different one. I haven't seen this. This is on Soul on Iron.
Oh, you didn't see this?
No, I didn't see this one.
Okay, back up.
Oh, yeah. We were gonna do this yesterday. This story here, we were gonna do yesterday. How do we make it big? Can we make it big for everybody to see it? Let's see. We can go to Soul on Iron. Where is it? Where is it? I saw this. We were going to actually do this story yesterday.
Well, you just had it. What'd you do?
I wanted to see it bigger. We can't make it bigger. Right there. Okay, so this is as big as we can get it.
Did the second bike ran over the person?
Yeah. So what this is, and we'll watch it again. What this is a guy's driving down the street in between lanes. Somebody opens a car door and the other bike runs over him. Can you see that?
Yeah, I don't see it.
Now, you can see it because you're on your computer. Maybe guys on the phone can't see it.
Oh.
What I thought when I first saw this is, what bastard opens up a door and when you're driving down the center lane? Like, that's really crappy. But it turned out
happen to me.
You had someone actually open the door on you?
Well, it wasn't purposely. We don't have splitting lanes here in Detroit, in Michigan. And I'm on the strip. I'm on my Gixxer. And we flying up the lanes in traffic, and a guy opens up a back door. And when he opens up the back door, he doesn't even know that I'm coming up. He opens up the back door to split his cigar. Yeah. I was trying to think of the name of it, but yeah, he just split his cigar. Hits, open the door. My bike hit the door. Drop the bike. My horn gets stuck. It's like, beep, it won't stop. I'm embarrassed. Luckily, I knew how to work on my bike. I knew where everything was at on my bike. So out of impulse, I jump up, I grab a bike, frame slider saved, my fairing, grabbed the bike, reached up under the fairing and unplugged the horn. And because I'm so cool and everything, I just jumped on the side street so I could go way ahead of the traffic so they won't be looking at me pointing like, yeah, man, you see that guy? Yeah, I had that happen to me. Nothing like that. Nothing like that.
And try to beat him up or nothing?
No, because it wasn't like he is intentionally doing it. He literally was. You could see him doing that, and this was like in 1990. This was like in 2001 or 2. People wasn't even trying to be on that tough man stuff that they on now. So we didn't have to worry about too much of, oh man, this guy, I'm gonna have to beat him up for opening up the door. No, we were just trying to have fun and hang out on the strip. It was just an honest accident. I was going up doing, splitting the lanes. That's not what we supposed to do. And he opened up the door to, prepare his blunt.
Well, what we find out in this story is that it was a 4-year-old kid that opened with his badass that opened up the door and almost killed that biker. A 4-year-old kid. Is that crazy? Okay, last story for the morning. And this reminds me of my dog sled days. This is a dog sled racing day story. This is cool. Check this out. Joker's Motorcycle Club. UP 200 volunteers come from many backgrounds, even motorcycle clubs. The UP 200 is a dog sled race. Let's check this out. Action.
We just can't even provide minimum care for people because of the staffing.
Oh, wow. They're going to take a whole 14 seconds from us. But anyway, this is, you wouldn't normally ride your motorcycle on snow-covered roads. So what does a motorcycle club do? Well, check this out. Okay, we'll play it now. Let us get some sound. Action.
200, that race is 228 miles. The UP 200, that race is 228 miles long, and volunteers are needed every step of the way to make sure the race goes as smooth as possible. TV6's Griffin Weinberg shows us about the volunteers who come from many different backgrounds.
You wouldn't normally ride your motorcycle on snow-covered roads, so what does a motorcycle club do to fill that void in the winter? This club helps to make other rides go as smooth as possible. Joker's MC Marquette has been volunteering at the UP 200 since the chapter started in 2007.
We're out there for a long time, usually till 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, I think, Friday nights. When we see the guys coming, we all line up on each side of the trail and just stop traffic and give a pathway for the dog sled racers to continue on.
Club treasurer Joe Carson said the man who started the chapter, Del Storms, worked at the UP 200. Volunteering for the sled dog race is one of many ways Joker's MC Marquette stays active in the community.
We also help out with the Jacob Eddy. We raise money for them. We just did a fundraiser for St. Vincent de Paul.
Joker's MC Marquette is a men's club, but the members' significant others are always along for the ride. And this club is not like the motorcycle clubs you see on TV shows.
As soon as somebody in the community needs something and reaches out, we all come together no matter what patches on our back and do whatever we can for the family in need.
And if you happen to see members of the club while you're out viewing the UP 200, make sure you stop and you say hello. Griffin Weinberg, TV6 News, Forsyth Township.
Man, that's the kind of stories, man.
That Joker's Club, they got a chapter in Detroit.
Oh, okay.
They got a chapter in Detroit. That's not too far from me, and it's one of the Jokers. I don't know any of them, but I ran into two of them. Not from the Detroit chapter, but they see me out and they watched the show. This was about a year ago.
Oh wow, yeah. Wow, that's cool to know. Dog sled racing is cool, man. It's one of the coolest things in the world, man. Very awesome. All right, that's it. Any parting words for anybody? Father, it's so great to have you on the show today.
And it's so great to be on the show, man. And for all of you that's in the area, please come out and support the Black Sabbath Annual this weekend. Love to see you there. I'll be there.
Except for Black Dragon.
Except for Black Dragon. Hey, Pep, is it just called an annual or is it called a dance out there? I hear, and I'm asking that because I noticed when we out here doing all this biker stuff from coast to coast, everybody has a different name. And I've been hearing that a lot of things in the California area, they use dance.
Correct. Please come out and support the dance and the picnic.
So the dance is, when they use dance, that's just y'all word of saying a party. Y'all just,
yeah,
it's just dance. Okay.
Sometimes they'll say annual dance, but yeah.
Yeah, annual dance. And which that's what normally within the last 10 or 15 years, they shortened the name. It used to be annual dance back in the day, but now they just say the dance, you know.
Yeah, because I noticed I listen, even when I'll be looking at documentaries and I'm listening to a lot of stuff that go on in the California area, I always hear them say dance. You know, we're going to this dance, or we was over here at the so-and-so dance. I always hear, the word dance.
Right.
You know, back in the day, Dr. Dre and NWA, they was at this dance. It's always dance.
Yeah, well, hey, like I said, a lot of things have changed within the last 20 years, man. You guys got the control.
Yeah. All right, my friends. You guys all have a great weekend. I will be a married man by Monday. And
so, Dragon, have you and Tia lived together yet?
No. We have not.
No?
No.
Are you, so you're gonna have to give us a 6-month update or a 3-month update.
I don't need one.
I'm like Logic. I don't need one either.
Well,
I wouldn't need to, can you deal with just one snore louder than the other? Does one take too much time in the bathroom? There's one make too
we
loud over here.
We have enough bathrooms so that everybody has their own bathroom.
I'm just
So hey man, it is what I mean. We've been together 10 years. I mean,
one person slams the door. Why you gotta slam the door? Why do you startle me by coming in the room loud? Those are things that
we've been together 10 years, so I imagine we'll figure it out. Pep says he doesn't need the update because he talks to us on the phone every single solitary day. Pep and I are probably on the phone sometimes 4 to 6 hours a day, and a lot of times Tia will be on the phone with us, so he gets the update every day. Matter of fact, when she gets mad at me, she calls him. So I'm calling the father. He's the only one that can make you act right. So anyway, we'll see.
All right.
I finally found it. I finally found it.
Found what, brother?
The YouTube page I was looking for. Be the boss of your motorcycle.
You gonna show?
Somebody said that in the comments.
Somebody did say. I wasn't looking at the comments. I'm steady trying to find it.
But I seen that.
Yeah. No, I'm not gonna show it. We can get up. I just wanted to say that.
Motogado said I cannot be on the phone for over 20 minutes. If you're over there 21 minutes, who is she?
Motogado said that's what he said. I'll say I didn't see your text, Motogado.
No, I'm reading his comment. He said he cannot be on the phone for over 20 minutes. Oh, then I see he said that's what I said. Okay. Yeah. All right, y'all have a good day, good weekend, Valentine's Day, all that stuff. Y'all go out there and spend all that money and hope that y'all get something in return that she wasn't born.
Man, stop that, bro.
What? Stop what? I'm just saying, you got to go out here and spend this money just so you can get a gift with some stuff that she was already born with that you get anyway. No. Yeah, it's not a treat. It's not a gift.
We just gonna put the spotlight on you right now. Can you tell us how you really feel?
So all the ladies out there just said, "Well, I know I don't want to get with Lavish no more. He don't think nothing of Valentine's Day."
No, this and no.
But conversation
on an average Wednesday,
start taking your blue chew. Who are you talking to? You must be talking to the Black Dragon.
No, you're talking to Black Dragon. I had said that earlier in the comment, in the thing. You got to start taking that. You got to stand strong. It's going to be a long weekend.
All right.
All right, now. I'm out of here, man. Y'all.
You haven't said nothing about school. Are you still in school? Is everything going good in school?
Yeah, I was in school yesterday.
Okay.
A class, should I say? Yeah, I got. I'm still in class. I got one more class. I was trying to take 2 classes this semester so I can finish. However, math, as much as we hate math, all the math classes was booked. So
right.
Yeah, and I'm gonna have to go to take a summer class just so I can finish math, just so I can finish my last class, and then I'm out of there.
And then you'll be a funeral director.
No, I'll have to go on for another 2 years at a major university to finish.
Okay.
Yeah, this is just an associate part of it.
Just checking out on you, man. Just watching you do all your good things, man.
Yeah, no, man. I'm in school writing papers and doing all this other crap.
At least you're writing them. Most people are using AI these days.
No, because the teacher can call you. They call you out on that stuff, man. Because you be sitting there and the teacher know your vocabulary. And then you getting in front of the class, reading the paper, and knowing that this is not in your vocabulary. And she asked you a question about something, and you like, I don't know. And then you got the airheads out there that print out the chat GPT, and then it shows at the bottom, do you want to export this or whatever it shows? So I don't do all that stuff, man. I just write that stuff up.
Oh, man, I just got a call from Oshawa, Canada. I'll get right back on that. All right. Y'all take care, man.
Peace. All right. Y'all have a good one.
Okay.
Peace. Okay, and you, let's get you out of here, preacher.
Oh, I thought I was about to click the button, bro. Yo, what's up, everyone? It's your boy Logic over here. Keep it logical. Just chilling. It's Friday. You know, after work, go down here, hit the cigar lounge and just chill and relax and think about all the great things that God allowed me to experience. Then I get on my tools. So as you out there riding throughout this country, ride hard, ride safe, and always, always ride on faith and keep it logical. Peace. Happy Valentine's Day to all the ladies out there.
Happy Valentine's Day. All right, it's your boy Black Dragon and the father of the Black Sabbath Motorcycle Club Nation, Paul Pet Perry. Hey, you guys, make sure to get my latest books on Amazon, Kindle, and at blackdragonsgear.com. My newest book, The Art of War for Motorcycle Clubs, The Art of War for Motorcycle Clubs, and my book, where is it? The Robert's Rules for Motorcycle Clubs. Robert's Rules for Motorcycle Clubs. Hey, I'm Black Dragon. That's my 2 cents. Love to hear your 2 cents in the comment section below. Thanks for tuning in and get skinny. Hey, Father, have a great weekend out there in California. Wish I was there.
Hey, congratulations, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.
All right.
Or later today.
All right.
Peace out.
Peace out. You guys take care and have a great weekend. Try to treat somebody you love like a solid piece of precious gold. It'll help your motorcycle club career, and it'll help you in your life. And make sure to take special care of those sweethearts in your life. Forget what Lavish is talking about. Take care. Bye-bye. Swish.